Hey, what's up, my friends? It's Steve from Straight Fire Picks. We got best bets for NBA here for you today on Thursday, March 14th, 2024. We're going to have NBA player props, spreads, totals, predictions here for you today. We got 3 picks that I think are great value bets for this Thursday NBA slate. As always, we'd just like to thank you guys all for your continued support here on the channel. If y'all are new to the channel here today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 9,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of you guys and your support. Make sure you guys check us out on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, at StraightFirePicks for more picks, content, recaps, stuff like that. Great way to keep up with us there. Also, be sure to check out our community Discord page as well. Great way to keep up with us there as well. It's absolutely free to join. You get access to the chat. There's announcements. I'm also in there if you guys want to chat and stuff like that. It's a great way to keep up with us there as well. Also, be sure to drop your favorite pick down below in the comment section. If you'd like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick. And we'll include your pick in the video if it hits. Okay, guys, now a shout out to our Straight Fire MVPs. So as always, you see this beautiful list here running beside me of all of our Straight Fire MVPs. If y'all are interested in becoming a Straight Fire MVP, there's a join button down below. The cost is just $3.99 per month. You get access to our picks and our plays early, about an hour or two in advance of the video. Basically getting the early lines and stuff like that for our plays. It's also just a great way to support the channel and what we do here at the channel. Like I said, it's cost of about a coffee per month. You also get a badge next to your name, roll color in the Discord, and shout outs in our videos. And like I said, great way to support the channel. Alright guys, enough on that. Let's do a recap now from yesterday. So it was a 1-1 day. Wasn't a great day, wasn't a bad day. Really, no harm, no foul. We broke about even. We ended up going 1-1 minus 0.09 units, so we lost a few pennies there. We lost, if you're betting $100, you'd lose $9 yesterday, so it wasn't a bad day. Wasn't a great day. But we ended up cashing the Bulls +4 spread. They won this game outright in overtime. Wish I took the money line. We would have had a winning day yesterday, but I was honestly glad we took the points because, sweating out the last few minutes of that on the money line would have been crazy. DeRozan hits the game-tying shot. I was honestly hoping he'd miss, but he made that shot. The game went to overtime. It did end up getting it done in overtime, fortunately for us. And the Pacers remain a struggling team on 0 days rest. Now 2-10 against the spread on 0 days rest. So obviously that worked out there for us. Then we missed on Terry Rozier over 24.5 PRAs. It was close. He ended up finishing with 22. If you look at his logs, his logs tell you that he's going to have a shot in just about every game. As far as that goes, and unfortunately he had a couple late three-point attempts that he missed that would have gotten it there for us. He had 15 at the half, so I honestly really thought he was going to hit it, and just didn't happen. The Heat as a whole just didn't play all that great last night offensively. Just 88 points on the board last night, so not a lot of offense to be had there for the Heat. And then our final play was Jeremy Grant under 3.5 rebounds, and he ended up not playing, so that was a void. Our one lean that I mentioned in the video did hit as well. Dorian Finney-Smith under 4.5 rebounds. That was for plus value. That did end up cashing. He finished with 3. So obviously I wish I took that now in hindsight, but I ended up laying off that play. Did like it. Hope you guys, the ones that did play it, hope you guys cashed on that. Outside of that, though, let's get back after today, though, guys. We need a 3-0 sweep. Definitely like to see that happen. As far as our comment cappers, quick call out here for Bet with the Boys. Penn State minus 6.5 in college basketball. Cash that. Penn State won by 9 over Michigan, so great call out there. Let's get back after today, guys. Let's get a 3-0 sweep. Let's get right into our plays here for today. At number 1, we're going with the Dallas Mavericks plus 10.5 spread here versus the OKC Thunder minus 114 odds on FanDuel. All right, before you yell at me, hear me out, okay? I know Doncic is likely going to be out. I'm well aware. Doncic left last night's game with a sore hamstring. I'm well aware that the man is probably not going to be playing tonight. On the off chance he plays, we're getting a lot of value here. On the off chance he does play, this line is already adjusted for him being out. So bear that in mind when you're thinking about this. They're already considering Doncic being out, even though they got lines out for him. It's really kind of a weird conundrum. But the reason I think the Mavericks keep this close now, we're kind of going against our logic yesterday. Couple different things, though. The Pacers were 4-point favorites yesterday, right? We're getting plus points here. It's a completely different situation. We're getting plus 10.5 points. It's not just a modest amount of points. It's a lot of points. Also, the Mavericks are also good on 0 days rest. They are 7-3 against the spread on no rest this year. So they've honestly been a good spread team. Without Luka Doncic, they're just 3-5 this year. However, they've covered in 5 out of 8. They've covered plus 10.5 in 5 of those 8 games. So I think they're definitely capable of keeping this game close. We saw the last game between these two, the Mavericks won by 35. So I think at the very least, I think the Mavericks can keep this game close. The Thunder aren't going to be able to take advantage of the Mavericks where you'd like to see them take advantage if the Thunder were to cover the spread. So really the Mavericks are kind of weak inside, as far as at the center position. That would be where your points, rebounds, stuff like that be had. They got Chet Holmgren, who really is more of a perimeter center, I'd say. He's not a guy that's gonna load it up in the post. He's still pretty gangly, pretty skinny. So he's unable to take advantage of that matchup that you like to see. So I think the Mavericks still are going to be able to keep this game close. Obviously Kyrie's supposed to be playing, so hopefully he's playing. If all the other Mavericks play, I'm feeling pretty good about this. PJ Washington, I like that trade addition. Gafford, obviously Hardaway, and Exum's been playing great. He's had, honestly the best plus-minus on the Mavericks over the last 10 games, Dante Exum. So, I like the Mavericks being able to keep it close. I'm not going to say they're going to win, but 10.5 is a lot of points here. I think, like I said, I think we could see the Mavericks keep the game close. Like I said, we're going against the logic that we had with the Pacers, but the Pacers were a bad 0 days rest team, and also they were favored. Here we're getting plus 10.5, so the situation's vastly different when we're talking about the Mavericks here. Like I said, line's already adjusted for Doncic being out, so just bear that in mind when we're looking at this. I'm anticipating him not playing. Now, if he plays, I feel like we're already cashing this. So, love it there, though, guys. For our number 1 pick, we got the Dallas Mavericks plus 10.5 spread here versus the OKC Thunder, minus 114 odds on FanDuel. Okay, and at number 2, we got Kevin Durant over 4.5 assists here for the Phoenix Suns, minus 115 odds on Caesars. So, guys, we got Durant 6 of his last 10, 8 of his last 10 here on the road. 38 of 58 this year and 19 of 28 on the road. Those are really good percentages. That's well above 50% for the whole season, which I love seeing that. That's a lot of consistency. It's the same thing if you go back last year. This line today is simply too low. I understand the Celtics defense is good. I understand they don't allow a lot of assists, but we're talking about 5 assists for a guy like Kevin Durant, who just dropped 45 points and 6 assists versus the Celtics the other day. So what does that tell you? Well, if anything, I would think a dude that drops almost 50 on me is going to garner some extra attention, correct? So if that were to happen, if they roll the double team to him, he's going to pass the ball. That means that he's a good extra pass candidate today as well to get even more assists. With that being said, regardless, he's still got 6 assists anyway. So we're talking about he's still cleared this line easily, even without that added extra pass value, if you want to say that. But we want to know how he's done without Booker and Beal, because Booker was not in the lineup the other day for that game versus the Celtics. So he's 15 out of 24 this season with Booker and Beal in the lineup. 10 of 13 on the road with Booker and Beal in the lineup. Love that. That's 77%. So we will definitely roll with that. He's hit this in his last 4 games versus the Celtics, but logs is 6, 5, 8, and 8. So going well above. Just cashed on the hook once. The other 3 cashed this easily. He's seen him average 8.5 potential assists over the last 10 games, which is solid for a line like this. It's about what you would expect. Like I said, I love the fact that he just dropped 45 on him. His point line is set to 27.5, so I think he's had 35 plus points in the last 4 games. So Durant is cooking right now, right? He's seeing the floor well. He's dropping buckets on people right now. So like I said, it definitely could get him getting a little bit more attention. So do love it there, though, guys. For number 2 pick, we got Kevin Durant over 4.5 assists here for the Phoenix Suns, minus 115 odds on Caesars. Okay, and finally at number 3, we got Jabari Smith Jr. over 29.5 PRAs here for the Houston Rockets, minus 105 odds on DraftKings. Now, let me say a couple things. You're not going to like the trends on this guy. And typically when I don't like the trends, actually the plays tend to hit when we bet against the trends, because trends can be very deceptive. He is just 3 of his last 10, 4 of his last 10 at home to this line. So you're looking at this and you go, all right, Steve, why do we want to bet on this? No Alperen Sengun. Just got injured. He's only played 2 games without Sengun this year, posting logs at 21 and 25, so not a big sample size. But without Sengun, guys, his volume really should increase a lot, especially today in this matchup with the Wizards. The Wizards allow the most points and rebounds to centers for the season and the 15th most assists. This is the matchup to attack. And really, I like Jabari Smith's game overall. I just don't think he's been utilized that much. We've seen him have games where he's posted 41 PRAs. He's definitely capable. Now, he does shoot more, a little bit more from the perimeter at times. He'll shoot the 3. But so his game style isn't quite the same as Sengun. We saw Sengun this year, guys, averaging 35.4 PRAs from the center position for the Rockets. So we're looking at a line of 29.5 for Smith Jr. here in the best matchup in all of basketball for this type of prop. Now, I also love his points and rebounds as well, if you guys don't have a PRA. If you're looking at just one individual line, I'd be looking more at the points. I love both, though. It's hard to just pick one. I love both. I really do. I think there's a good chance, like I said, I think there's a great chance he's going to hit the over today. Such a good matchup. I mean, it's not just the best matchup. I mean, they're like, it's like plus because they allow so much more stats than even the number 2 team below them. I believe they allow 3 more rebounds for the season than the number 2 team that's slated right below them. So that this is definitely a great matchup for Smith Jr. Like I said, his volume should be increasing. You're going to see him play in the mid-30s for minutes. So I think, like I said, I think he's going to have a great chance to hit this over. Like I said, buy the trends. If you're looking at the trends, you're not going to love the trends. But like I said, with the matchup, I just can't turn the matchup down here, guys. And I think we're getting a reduced line because obviously if Sengun was playing, this line would be like 37.5 or so, or 38.5. So that's what I'm considering here. So love it there, guys, for number 3 pick. We got Jabari Smith Jr. over 29.5 PRAs here for the Houston Rockets. Minus 105 odds on DraftKings. Alright, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to drop a like and a subscribe. Always appreciate that. We're going to run a pick show later in the day around 5:30. So come back here, guys, around 5:30 p.m. We're going to run a little bit of a show for at least an hour or so. Going over any other picks that you guys like for the evening. Any other late looks that we like. I'm not going to have any official plays, but I'll talk through plays with you. And I will look over any plays that you guys have and also go over some lanes I have for the night. I'm not getting outside of 3 plays right now, like I said, until we garner a lot of success. I want to see a few winning days in a row. Really, the last couple days haven't been bad, but I want to get us consistent here with 3 plays before we start moving forward with that. Just telling you guys, I was looking at Josh Hart over 14.5 rebounds and assists. It was hard for me not to like it, or actually over 26.5 PRAs as well. He's 9 of his last 10, and even with Anunoby coming back, he posted 49 the other day versus the Sixers. It's not a bad matchup today with the Blazers, so I did like that one. He is on the road, so I went back and forth on it. But we'll talk more about that later. Make sure you guys come back later around 5:30 Eastern Time. I'll be running a pick show. A couple other things I just wanted to say. You know, I noticed some people dropping some stuff in the comments yesterday about Rozier. I get it. I know the frustration sucks of losing a bet like that, especially if you had him in a parlay and he missed. I can't control the results, though. I mean, it should, like I said, it should have been about a break-even day for you if you bet the way that, at least that I bet. I don't just bet, personally, I don't just bet parlays. I bet straights, and then I sprinkle the parlay. I do that because it's a little bit more risk-averse. If you're just betting parlays, it's tough. It's really tough. It's tough to go even 3-0. It's more difficult than you think. The odds of actually going like 3-0 on a given night, it's like you're equating it to flipping a quarter and landing it on tails 3 times in a row. What's the odds of doing that? I believe it's, 1 in 8? 1 in 10? Something like that? 1 in 8, I believe? Or is it 1 in 16? It might be, because 4 times... I'd have to think about it. It might be. I might be 1 in 8 now that I think about it. Yeah, which actually isn't that crazy. We haven't gotten a 3-0 day though in a while, guys. It's been a while, so like I said, bet carefully. I'm not telling you guys to go crazy on any of these. I just these are the looks I like for the night, and hopefully they work out. Like I said, the Bulls worked out nice for us yesterday. Fortunately, Rozier didn't, but. I appreciate all of you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Make sure you guys come back at 5:30. We'll be running a pick show and having some fun and chatting The community will be picking out picks. The community actually does a really good job, so you guys want to tune in for that. So appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you next time. Peace out.